Hi everyone, it's Roger here from what's on DisneyPlus.com, a quick news update for you guys on the Lizzie McGuire show being cancelled. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. So last year at the D23 event, Lizzie McGuire star Hilary Duff appeared on the stage and announced that they were making a brand new series and it'll be coming to Disney Plus, and it'll be set in New York, and it'll be basically her being a 30-year-old living in New York and dealing with the issues that is. Now everyone got really excited about this and they started filming it back last year in New York, and they filmed 2 episodes. We got to see a little bit of this in the highlight reel for the 2020. Little did we know what that was going to be like. But, and then everything kind of, the wheels started coming off because the creative person behind the show ended up stepping away. Then they ended up having a break because of Hilary Duff's honeymoon, and then the lockdown happened, and there was a whole host of things before that where basically Hilary Duff went pretty public about the fact that there was a massive conflict between the creators of the show and her and Disney. Disney wanted something much more family friendly and they wanted to push the boundaries. The whole thing kind of kicked off really with Love Victor being pushed from Disney Plus over to Hulu, and she kind of started this whole thing off with it. And from there, right through the whole lockdown, they've been having meetings and things have been moving on. She ended up returning to filming another show, Younger. And also, she announced that she was pregnant. So instantly there was an issue with timing for filming this because of obviously her real life. Well, now we know that the series is in fact cancelled because she took to Instagram to say, "I've been so honoured to have the character of Lizzie in my life. She has made such a lasting impact on many, including myself. To see the fans' loyalty and love for her to this day means so much to me. I know the efforts and conversations have been everywhere trying to make a reboot work, but sadly, despite everyone's best efforts, it isn't going to happen. I want any reboot of Lizzie to be honest and authentic to who Lizzie would be today. It's what the character deserves. We can all take a moment to mourn the amazing woman she would have been and the adventures we would have taken with her. I'm very sad, but I promise everyone tried their best and the stars just didn't align. Hey now, this is what 2020 is made of." Now I am going to be completely honest with this. I was expecting this for a while, right since way back at the beginning of the year with all the problems that's been going on with it, the creative things. I was hoping it was all kind of going to come together. I think as well, just, you know, with the lockdown and then obviously with her pregnancy and everything coming in, it's just made that there's been problem after problem. And I think the big problem was it wasn't necessarily all of that. I think it was the fact that they were very much not on the same page right at the very beginning. Disney wanted a continuation of Lizzie McGuire, obviously older, but keep it within the Disney Channel bubble. And maybe Hilary Duff wanted to make something much more older. And I kind of look at it this way, of, you know, she's trying to make maybe like a Sex and the City kind of series. It just didn't fit with Lizzie McGuire, and that's where the conflict has come in. I completely get why she wanted to represent being a woman in her 30s on the show and representing what that means and it not being a kid's version. I completely get that and I agree with that, but at the same time it just feels like they've just been way off apart from each other and they weren't able to come together properly. And I hope in some way Disney can take notice from here on and just create the shows that they need to, and then obviously they said they can work it out. But when you've been publicly gone out on a stage in front of thousands of people and said that these shows are coming, and even actually filmed some of it, everything just fell apart. And you know, maybe they needed to have done a lot more work behind the scenes to get it ready. And I do think at the time Disney Plus was in such a different position because it hadn't launched yet, and they were trying to kind of recapture it. Well, it is a shame. I know there's a lot of people upset that this isn't happening. It was one of the main reasons a lot of people actually wanted to get Disney Plus. Hopefully they can work something out and kind of come up with a completely different idea for a different show that will appeal to the audience that would have appealed to Lizzie McGuire. But unfortunately, as of now, the show is done. And yeah, everyone's just going to have to move on from it, which is a shame. But you can obviously watch the Lizzie McGuire show right now on Disney Plus. But let me know in the comments below what you think of the Lizzie McGuire series being cancelled. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow and subscribe. Also a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.